Greetings, Hornets family. Just wanted to send a little video giving you an update on COVID-19, our situation. First of all, the letter that you received today via email. I can't go into specifics, but want to let you know it was not a student, it was not any of our current day-to-day staff members. It was someone that's been on our campus, so therefore we have to report to you and let you know. Anytime, if it ever occurs that a student or a staff member tests positive for COVID, you will know before a letter is even sent out if you were possibly exposed and what steps need to be taken. That's why it's critical to make sure that we have our seating charts for each class period in our classrooms, so we can identify where students were on a particular day if we have to do that. So Nurse McKenna and the administration will do contact tracing if necessary. Also, I know you've received a few emails on some students, and the email reads from Nurse McKenna: students will be working virtually until a certain date. That does not mean a student has tested positive. It just means that a student has displayed or exhibited some COVID-19 symptoms. While the student is out, the student usually goes ahead and gets tested, and we get a negative test result, and the student can return after the days that the student was supposed to be out. If a student is out and a student tests positive, then you will know, and those who may have been exposed or had the most contact with that student will be notified immediately. I just want to reassure everyone, we don't hide anything as a campus or as a district. We will not put people in harm's way. We will always give you information and keep you updated. Of course, we can't go into specifics, name names, things of that nature. For liability reasons, we have to keep that disclosed. So we can only give you enough information that's needed. And under this case, everyone is okay. So we can come to work tomorrow, come to work the next day, and continue moving forward like we have. And remember social distancing, wearing those masks, hand sanitizer, washing those hands, and continue to remind our students to do the same. We are at almost 50-50 as far as our virtual students and our face-to-face students. Ms. Marsh and Ms. Melendez have been doing attendance contracts, working tirelessly on those. We've had a high number of students who didn't understand that being virtual still means that you have to attend classes every day, or those days add up and you end up being on an attendance contract. So we've encouraged those students to return to campus because it goes hand in hand. You're struggling with your attendance, you have poor attendance, you're most likely going to have poor grades as well. And some of our parents who are working, it's not that they don't necessarily, that they don't care, but if you're at work, sometimes it's hard to monitor your young teenager and make sure that they are taking care of their academic business so they're coming back. I've spoken with our counselors. They are mindful of, as students come back, to try to keep the balance of class sizes even as possible. Dr. Powell has taken away the 15 limit, that cap that we started earlier in the year with. We're not going to put 30 in your room or 25 in your room. Since I've been at Queens, we haven't averaged 25 per class period under normal circumstances, other than when we only had one art teacher. And those classes were like 30 or 32, and that's why we went ahead and got a second art teacher to lower those numbers. I'll be sending a survey out to everyone just to get some feedback on next semester. We've thought about moving to separating face-to-face and virtual, just to get the most, I guess, bang for our buck, so to speak. To try to make it, when it's face-to-face, we're focusing on face-to-face, where you don't feel like you're tied to the desk because you got virtual kids to work with. And then when you have virtual, you focus on virtual, similar to what we did the first 3 weeks before we had face-to-face students start. So I just get some feedback from everyone on that. I know some of you are like, hey, yes, let's do that. And then there may be others who feel like, hey, I've got this down now, the simultaneous virtual and face-to-face, so I want to keep rolling with that. So based on the data, we may roll it out, try to roll it out with everyone, or certain content areas, or, depending on the feedback. I know I spoke with Fine Arts, and they're kind of leaning towards wanting to stay virtual and face-to-face. So we'll see. We're not going to force groups or individuals if they really feel like they've got a good handle on the simultaneous virtual face-to-face. We just want to do what's best for our students, give them the best instruction, and the engaging and interesting classes, whether it's face-to-face or virtual. So tomorrow we've got some staff development in the morning. Make sure you're engaged in that, and hopefully you can take away from that something that you can put in your toolbox, just to continue to strengthen your craft. Is what you're doing as a teacher and instructing our students. Remember, there was no blueprint on this. It's not like we could, hey, this district went through COVID-19, so we'll just model what they did. This is new for everyone, from central office to principals to assistant principals, counselors, teachers, students, parents, families, community. I mean, we're all going through this together. So it's trial and error. We know that our students have to do more. We have a lot of students that are doing well, but we're going to continue to expect more out of those students who have not been reaching our high expectations and our level of commitment. So we will also have some credit recovery options for January. And so that will be coming, where we will give students an opportunity to fix a 6 weeks, either first, second, or third 6 weeks, and replace that 55, or a number that's lower, a grade that was lower than 70. And 70 would be the max. Okay, you're not going to be gifted a 55 and shown grace and then do credit recovery and we give you a 95. No, it doesn't work that way. Your credit recovery will get you a 70 at max. X. So there'll be more information regarding that as well. I want to close with just saying I appreciate you. As always, I see the hard work and the dedication that you have. So continue that. Continue to have a growth mindset. And remember, we're only finishing the second 6 weeks and still trying to train our students and get them out of the crisis COVID mindset and try to get them back to a regular routine and reaching our high expectations that we have for them. And remember, the relentless pursuit of excellence is our theme for this year. And that takes all of us staying consistent with that. Even when you are tired and feel like students just aren't trying, remember we do have many students that are. So let's continue to focus on what we can do, what we can change, and we'll continue to stay after our students and try to bridge the gap with our parents to make sure we're aligned on the same team to get the best out of our students. Appreciate everyone. Love everyone. I'll see you tomorrow.